What do you Just Stop Oil protesters, what do you actually want to achieve? What's the purpose of your protests?
We are demanding that the UK government stop investing in new fossil fuel projects.
I've seen many scientific reports in my time, but nothing like this.
The IPCC Sixth Assessment Report, when I hear about these things, they terrify me as a 17-year-old.
Today's IPCC report is an atlas of human suffering and a damning indictment of failed climate leadership.
As a mum, I'm really, really saddened that you are terrified, because I don't believe there is anything to be terrified about.
Nearly half of humanity is living in the danger zone now. Many ecosystems are at the point of no return now.
I'm really angry at the people who've terrified you, because there has never been a better time to be alive than today.
Now is the time to accelerate the energy transition to a renewable energy future. Fossil fuels are a dead end.
I think in 50 years' time, when the world hasn't we're not living on deserts and all animal life hasn't dissolved and we're actually living really nice, happy lives, I think you'll go, gosh, that strange old lady on the radio was probably right and I was wrong.
And science tells us that will require the world to cut emissions by 45% by 2030 and achieve net zero emissions of greenhouse gases by 2050.
So you don't believe the IPCC, is that what you're saying?
It's not a question of believing them. Their statements are not backed up by enough fact to make them trustworthy.
According to current commitments, global emissions are set to increase almost 14% over the current decade. That spells catastrophe.
The world is warming. The world has been warmer previously. Whether or not it is a result entirely or partly or not at all of human beings.
Coal and other fossil fuels are choking humanity.
If you don't agree that we need an emergency response now, then...
We don't need an emergency response now, because it's not an emergency.
Delay means death. I take inspiration from all those on the front lines of the climate battle fighting back with solutions.
Julia, I know that you have a degree at Oxford University. I would have thought that you might have at least understood the IPCC report, to be honest.
I do understand it.
Now is the time to turn rage into action. Every fraction of a degree matters. Every voice can make a difference. And every second counts.